afternoon, everybody. You're welcome to Youth Focus today, where we ask the big question and dive into the issues shaping Nigerian future. I am your host, Habiba. Today, we'll be asking the question that every citizen of Nigeria should be concerned about, every student, every teacher, and every parent. And that is the Nigerian educational system preparing us for today's world? Joining me today is Mr. Falayemi Akonli, who is an educational policy analyst, and Malam Sarumi, who is a tech entrepreneur recruit, and Dr. Balikis, who is a university lecturer and also an educational developer, and Miss Basirat Muhammad, who is a final year student of Crescent University. Let's begin with the foundation, our curriculum. Mr. Falayemi, do you think the Nigerian educational system is actually equipping our students on how to face to this challenge?
Thank you very much. Our educational system is still largely behind compared to the global standard. And if you trace that back to history, I would say we are a victim of the colonial structure.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, we have not been able to break away from that path. And that explains the deficits that we have in our educational system today. And if you look at it, consequently, you see that our graduates that will produce cannot even compete globally. And that's because the curriculum is largely outdated. And while other countries are building on technical, digital entrepreneurship skills, we are where we are.
Hmm.
We are where we are, sadly.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution. Now, Malam Sarumi, as an individual who recruits young graduates into tech, what are you seeing?
Thank you. And let me be frank with you. We are in a situation whereby I always see our youths as being lazy to take the challenges in the global village. If you look at it, when you are talking about technology, that is a very robust environment where anybody can thrive if you take the opportunity. But I see graduates of these days where they lack communication skills, workplace orientation, problem solving capacity. All of these come into play. And each time I have the opportunity to recruit some of these graduates, I find it difficult by trying to recycle what they are bringing into the system and train them afresh. So it has gotten go back.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution. Now, Dr. Balikis, you're in the system. What is preventing a new curriculum reform?
There are several challenges. Bureaucratic delay, political interference, lack of funding for research and reform. But there is also resistance within the system. Many educators have been untrained for decades. And curriculum design is not just about content. It is also about behavior, which work on again.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution. Now, Miss Basirat Muhammad, as a new graduate, does all of these things resonate?
Many of us feel unprepared. We study art. It is mostly theory. We are not open um to the world, to internship, to the world. Imagine me as a postgrad graduate of Christian University. I still have to take online classes on how to operate Excel.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Now let's go bigger. How did the Nigerian graduates compare on the global stage, Mr. Falayemi?
That's a hiring, um, uh, a stark contrast to the reality of the nation because if we are to judge by the quality of our educational system, we would think we are not competing globally. But we have to consider the reality that our students are being. They are just victims of a broken system, a fractured system. But while they get out there and they are exposed to the right resources, the right facility, and the right learning environment, we see how they excel. Our students are out there doing masters and PhD, and they are doing fantastically well. So it all boils down to the consequence of application, the consequence of negligence on the part of the government and institution that is responsible for structuring the educational system. But globally, our people are doing okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's a Balikis. What do you think is the way forward? What steps do you think we should take?
Also need to stop pretending that every child will follow a single path. Jump, linguistic, NYT. We need to legitimize and invest in vocational education, coding bootcamp, and design school, entrepreneurship of the future of education is diverse and flexible.
Our line is open. We can take one or two calls from home. The studio line is scrolling on the screen. Hello. Yeah, who is the Wakaya?
Mr. Moses.
Oh,
I'm a parent and I'm watching your program live. I love it. I love your program.
thank you so much, Mr. Moses. You're welcome to Youth Focus today.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Yeah.
I'm not really asking a question.
Okay.
It can be a form of a question, but I want to contribute with you. Can I go ahead?
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, I would love to ask, Mr. Okay, Malam Saruni,
Okay.
because I think he's into vocation and he wants to lead the children.
Okay.
And from your studio, nobody has really mentioned this syndrome of tertiary copy from our students. All these boys, they are nice with Yahoo. Doctor, said something about vocation.
Okay.
And I can tell you as a parent, many of our children, they are not ready for vocation. They are into Yahoo. They want to make money. They don't want to go through the rigor of reading or going to school.
True.
You can see DSS3 students buying car, 15 million naira car. It's on social media. The boy even said the parents said he should not write it. So, you see, this thing is getting out of hand. I want to ask Dr. Malam Saruni what somebody like is doing to work on our children to correct this notion that you need to go through school. You have to study to make it. There is no shortcut to success. I don't want somebody like him to, when he's telling these people, to tell them to focus on their education.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Moses. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Modu. Let me say we are in a pathetic situation regarding the misuse of technology opportunity. As a parent that you are, I want to tell you it is not the business of the tutor. We are only giving them the training that is required of them to be better in their fields. But as parents, these sheets are coming directly from the homes. You are the first point of call to take charge of these children's role and livelihood. Whatever they are bringing into the community comes from the parents. The training we are giving them cannot go beyond the classes that we have the opportunity to train them. So I will also push this to other vocational trainers who are in the house with me. It's a collective challenge for everyone. We don't push this to the government or the parents or the tutors alone. We are all in this challenge together. So let's see the way forward and how we can tackle it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Moses. Thank you. Does anybody have a contribution to what he said?
Uh, I think I can add, to what the caller said. Um, the problem he proposed is not exactly um not exactly isolated to the educational system. It's an institutional problem. And unfortunately, uh, you put a bulk of the blame on the poor governance. And speaking of poor governance, they are a product of the examples shown by the leaders. And in a system where merit not credited, in a system where leaders give the impression to the younger ones that corruption is possible, this is the product you get. In a system where the security architecture is weak, where the institution is weak and lays the bad example for the younger one, it is not so unexpected that this is the product we have. They are a product of a poor, morally bankrupt institution. And the role of the you're now looking at the role of the educational system. I think they also have a role to play. They are a subset of the society, and as a subset, they have a moral role to play in reorienting these children. They have to, as they learn, they have to give them the proper orientation, put them on an acceptable moral path that they can follow even after school. And it is also the role of the school to make these children understand that there is actually a better life out there for them. And ill-gotten gains, they have to preach against ill-gotten gain, which is what, even if we look at now, even in school, we see teachers encouraging students to go into Yahoo Yahoo and the like. See police, officials encouraging young ones to go into Yahoo Yahoo and the like. This is an institutional problem, and each subset of the institution have a role to play in deceiving these children on this path. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Falayemi.
If I had one wish, I would love to learn by doing and not by cramming.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Dr. Balkis.
Like I said earlier, we should invest and legitimize coding bootcamp, design ops, and entrepreneurship school.
Thank you so much for that. Malam Salvi.
Thank you. I will recommend to the government to engage the PPP approach, which is private-public partnership, in rejigging the educational curriculum so that it can benefit the community.
Thank you.
Also, action for the government and all stakeholders need to look up to the reality that education should not be about cramming, to pass exam. It has to be practical, and they have to understand that our current curriculum only prepared our students for a world that is already obsolete. So there has to be updates. Our curriculum has to be updated so that our students can also compete
wonderful guest. Thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you for coming. No problem. Okay, so let's ask the question again. Is the Nigerian educational system preparing us for today's world? Not quite, but the potential is there. I am your host, Habiba. Thank you so much for having me.